Hey guys, and welcome. I am Kate, and today I've put together a short and sweet flow for you to kind of wind down from the day and get ready for sleep. So, you can find a quiet spot to roll out your mat or get into bed, maybe put some cozy jammies on, and I will see you in a few. Okay, so we are going to start in child's pose. So make your way down onto your hands and knees. Take your knees wide. Bring your big toes together. Set your hips back to your heels and just take a few moments and propped up on your forearms here. Start to relax your shoulders. Maybe shake out your head. And as your hips get used to being here, you can start to walk the hands out a little bit farther. If it feels good to keep your arms outstretched, you can. If you'd prefer to stack your hands, maybe stack your fists or find a block to put underneath your forehead so you're fully supported here as you close your eyes. And start to bring your awareness inward. And see if you can begin to slow your breath without too much strain, without trying too hard. Start to welcome that slower pace. And feel that longer, more gentle breath start to smooth out any rough patches. And sometimes the rough patches are in your head, right, in your mind, versus being in your heads, versus being in your body. You can tell it's been a day. So take a few breaths. Soften a little more. So what I was trying to say was that sometimes the rough patches are in your head. It's all mental. Instead of being tight or having the rough patches be physical, sometimes they're mental. So as we wind down from the day, it's important to try to slow down, not just physically, but mentally as well. I'm going to take another couple of breaths here. And then on your next inhale, you're just going to slowly start to make your way up into table, bringing those wrists underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Let your hips sway gently side to side. Maybe make some circles. And then circles in the other direction. Work a little bit of ease into those hips. And come back to center. And roll through a few rounds of cat and cow. You can get a good stretch into the front of your body when you inhale. And a nice stretch into the back of your body as you exhale. And just roll with your breath. And this can be as gentle or as invigorating as you'd like. But since we're kind of easing into the end of your day, you can slow it down. One more round. Inhale, feel your chest reach gently forward. And exhale, curl in. You're going to come back to your table. And from here, all we're going to do is step this right foot to the outside of your right hand and find the lizard pose. You're going to stay up on your hands. Just slowly start to sink those hips forward. Feel your shoulders soften. You can even let your head go and gently shake out the head, soften through the neck. And as you breathe here, feel your hips grow heavier and heavier. One more breath. Maybe dropping a little deeper in. And then slowly step that right foot back, find your way through table, and then we're gonna do the same thing to the left side. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Let those hips drop. Try to soften any tension that may have gathered in your shoulders and in your neck. And again, if you want, you can kind of work through the neck a little bit, looking from side to side. And as you breathe, just feel those hips sink closer to the mat. Allowing yourself to soften just a little bit more. One more breath here. All right, and then you're gonna step back into table and sweep your feet to one side and come on down to sit. You're just gonna sit cross-legged, one leg in front of the other. All right, I'm gonna take the right arm and stretch it across your chest and just hook the left forearm onto it. So you got a little bit of a pull with that left forearm. You wanna reach through your right fingertips and then take your gaze over that right shoulder. Feel the right shoulder soften down. And just breathe. Smooth, easy breaths. On your next inhale, you're gonna take this right arm, just sweep it out and reach it up. And walk the left hand out to the side and come into a side lean. Get heavy through the right side, so that right thigh, that right sitting bone. And feel your left finger, or your right fingertips, excuse me. Feel those right fingertips extend up and away from your hip. And take your gaze, drop it down toward the floor. Where's Memphis saying hello? And then slowly press into this left hand. You're gonna take your right hand across to that left knee and walk your left hand behind you. And take a moment here to sit up nice and tall and wring out your spine. You'll bring yourself back through the middle. Take this right hand to your left shoulder and take the left hand up and over. We're just gonna walk the hands across. Feel the shoulders soften. And breathe. Drop your chin to your chest. And when you inhale next, you're gonna lift your head. Release your hands out in front and slowly start to walk yourself forward. Again, let your chin drop toward your chest. Press weight back into your sitting bones. Breathe into the back of your body and into that outer left hip or that outer right hip, wherever you're feeling the gentle pull. Wherever the opening starts to work its way in, take your breath there. And then slowly walk your hands back underneath you. You're going to come on up and then just switch the cross of your legs. So whichever leg was in front or on top, we're just going to switch them out. And then sweep that left arm across in front of your chest and hook underneath with the right arm. And keep pulling back with that left shoulder. So everything stays generally where it should be, right? We're not extending too far out. And reach through those left fingertips and take your gaze over to the left. Feel that left shoulder soften down. On your next inhale, you're going to take this left arm, reach it out, around and up. Walk the right hand out and take a nice easy lean over to the side, making some space in this left side body. Breathe some air into your left ribs. And take your gaze down to the floor. You're going to push into your right hand, slowly come on up, Slide your left hand across to your right knee and your right hand behind you. Lengthen on your inhale, and when you exhale, twist it out. Nice, easy, gentle release for your spine. Feel that tension just start to melt away. All right, and when you inhale, you're going to come back through the middle. You're going to take your left hand across to your right shoulder. Take your right hand on top and just let the elbows drop. And then let your chin surrender down toward your chest. And breathe here. And slowly lift your head. Take your hands to the floor in front of you and gently walk yourself forward. Soften the muscles in your neck. Send some weight back into your sitting bones. And breathe into your hips. Walk your hands back underneath. Slowly come on up. And from here, you're going to stretch your legs out straight in front and do a little spin. And draw your left foot in for Janu Shirshasana. The sole of your left foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. And just actively work your right leg here. It doesn't have to be going super powered here. Just make sure it's not sleeping already. All right, inhale, lengthen up. And when you exhale, start to walk yourself out and over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk yourself out and over. And this can be a process. Every inhale lifts you up, and every exhale takes you a little bit deeper. Almost like the waves in the ocean lifting up and then curling in. Until you find a place that feels good to just kind of fold and be. You can close your eyes. And breathe. On your next inhale, bring your hands underneath you. I'm just going to press into the earth to slowly bring yourself back up. Okay, we're going to take the left leg, stretch it out, and bring the right foot in. Same thing on this side. You want to actively work the left leg without supercharging it. Inhale, lengthen up. And when you exhale, slowly come out and over. And then start that same wave, right? That same inhale and lengthen. And exhale and relax. And you can close your eyes even here. Inhale, lengthen and extend. And exhale, fold in. And one more. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, fold. And hang here for a couple of breaths. Soften through your neck and your jaw. Even through the top of that left foot. Your hands. One more breath here. And slide your hands underneath you. Press into the floor and round yourself back up. Now I'm going to take both legs out in front. One more forward bend. Inhale, take your arms, just reach them up. You can stretch up into your fingertips, maybe roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. And when you exhale, you're just going to let the arms start to drape forward. Take your torso and let that drape forward too. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take yourself out and over. Two more of those. Inhale, lengthen up. Lead with your heart. Exhale and fold. Last one. Inhale slowly. Lift and lengthen. And then find a place where you can really soften in. And close your eyes and breathe. And just like in our previous stretch, you want the legs to be active. So just feel a little bit of energy pushing through the soles of your feet. Memphis is intense on guard duty today. He's been taking it very seriously. And slowly slide your hands underneath your shoulders and roll yourself up. And from here, you're going to come to rest on your back. So slide yourself down to the floor. Take a second here. Bring your feet wide, let your knees fall in toward each other. Let your hands rest on your stomach. All right, a couple more things to do before we end today. Gonna bring your feet back in, hips distance apart. Take your right ankle over the top of your left thigh and draw that left leg in. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. And breathe. Just a little figure 4 stretch. Move into your hips. Let your shoulders soften. Let the weight of your head relax down. And you can slowly start to work that right knee open, just gently. You can use your elbow if you want to encourage that opening, that external rotation, the hip. And soften into your breath, maybe 2 more. It's a great stretch to hold and hang out with so you can really work the right hip. All right, and then slowly drop your left foot to the floor. Bring your right foot next to it, and we're gonna cross the left ankle over the top of your right thigh and draw that right leg in. And you can thread the left arm through, interlace your fingers behind that right thigh. And same thing, soften back into your shoulders, to the back of your head. Just feel where you rest on the floor and breathe into that outer left hip. And your right foot can completely relax here. Just remember that you want to keep your left ankle flexed. So you've got a little bit of energy in that left ankle and into the left foot. And again, you can use that left elbow if you want to start to press the knee open in a way. All right, one more breath. Drop that right foot to the floor. Take the left one next to it. And then from here, you're gonna draw both knees in, grab the outer edges of your feet, and find a happy baby. And you wanna feel the heads of your arm bones plunk down toward the floor so the front of your body can relax here. And feel the weight of your head plunk down into the floor too, so your neck can be soft. And maybe you can rock a little bit side to side. Maybe feeling in the, staying in the center feels good to you. Just feel your knees drop a little bit more with every exhale. One more breath. And then draw your knees in. Take your arms out to the sides, let both knees drop over to the right. And take your gaze over to the left. Feel your shoulders relax. The weight of your legs relax too. Let this be the softest, most gentle twist you could possibly think to take. And inhale, bring your knees back up through the middle. And when you exhale, we're going to drop over to the other side. Those knees fall to the left, your gaze to the right. And close your eyes. And breathe. And when you inhale, come back up through the middle. Draw your knees in gently. And just roll some circles on your low back. And then in the other direction. And from here, you're gonna let your legs stretch all the way out. Just shoulder blades come toward each other on your back, and let your arms rest. Palms facing up or down if you want a little more grounding. Let your eyes slide closed. And soften into the floor. You can take a blanket over you if you'd like, or a pillow under your head. Maybe you already have the pillow with you. And just feel yourself gently moving inward. And as we slow a little more, shift your awareness to your breath. And stay with the gentle rise and fall of your inhale and your exhale. And let that rhythm rock you deeper and deeper into the stillness of your Shavasana. And you can stay here as long as you like. And if you're ready to come back, start to gently deepen your breath, to move your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then draw your knees in one at a time and roll to your right. And slide your hands underneath you and slowly, easily press yourself up. Make your way into a comfortable seat with your eyes still closed and your gaze still inward. Bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head. And take a moment here to honor your body, your breath, the smooth ease of your practice. And I thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me today. Sleep well. Namaste.